Hi, my name is Shaklaya King Osop, and welcome to my channel, Makeup by Shaklaya. Today I will be doing a soft beat on my friend Cynthia. A soft beat, which is like a natural beat, is something that you could wear every day, any occasion that you want to go to. It's something very simple and elegant. So let's get started. Here I am using the dual spoolie slash angle brush. Right now I am just taking the spoolie side and I am brushing up her eyebrow hairs. Now I'm taking the gel brow in the shade dark brown number 05 and I am using that on her eyebrows hairs to shade it in. Make sure if you have any excess product to wipe it off on the back of your hand. Now I'm taking my clear MAC gel and I am using that on her eyebrows hairs just to keep them in place. Now I'm taking my MAC concealer and I'm wiping off any excess product on the back of my hand and highlighting underneath her eyebrows on both sides. Take your time because you don't want to mess up. But it's okay, you can always go back and refill in your eyebrows. Now I'm taking the darker shade on top of her eyebrow and I'm highlighting it. Your eyebrows are always a focus of your face, so make sure you don't mess up. Now I am taking the Soft Matte Fenty Primer and I am rubbing it in. Now I'm taking the Fenty foundation and I am buffing that out on her face. Now I am taking the NYX HD concealer in the shade CW08 first. Make sure you highlight the areas where needed. So I'm using the CW08 first on the outer perimeter of her face, underneath her eyes, and then I'm taking the lighter shade in the shade CW07 right underneath her eyes to brighten it up. Now I'm using back the same brush that I used to blend out my foundation and I'm blending in the concealer. Now I'm taking the concealer in the shade CW08 and I'm using that on the bridge of her nose and I'm blending it out with a beauty blender to give it a clean effect. Now I'm taking the Sephora in the shade Bright Future and I'm using my contour brush and I'm just circling it around in circular motions to give it a clean finish. It's important to not go past her eyebrows where they end. You don't want it to go too far in so it looks messy. Just take your time. Now I'm going back in with the foundation brush and I'm buffing it all in. Next I'm using the Fit Me in the shade Medium Deep first. And I'm using that in the highlight areas where I used the concealer. I don't bake, so I just put it on gradually, as much as you need. Now I'm taking the contour palette in the shade dark brown as a powder, and I am rubbing that in where I contoured her cheekbones and her nose. The reason why I'm doing this is because anytime you use a wet products, make sure you always go back in with loose powder. Now I'm going back in again in the shade Deep in the loose powder. Now I'm going to use the e.l.f. eyeliner gel, and I'm giving her a wing. Now I'm going back in with the foundation brush, and I'm wiping off all the excess powder. Now I'm using my Becca, and I'm just buffing that into her face to warm it up. Now I'm taking the blush, and I'm using that on her cheekbones. Now I'm going to take the chrome highlighter, and I'm going to use that on her forehead, the upper part of her lip, her cheekbone, her cupid's bow, and her eyebrow bone. Now I'm taking the Milani setting spray, and I'm going to spray that on her face. Now I'm going back in with the Beauty Blender, and I'm just pressing it in. Now I'm applying eyelashes right above her eyelashes. Now I'm just doing some finishing touches. Now for the finished look.
It's something special, baby. Let's just take our chance. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Baby, let's just take our chance. Ooh, yeah. Last week I was in Paris with friends. Only thing that was missing was you.